Welcome back to another 2.5 stars. I'm joined by
Jason
and Kelly, or not Kelly,
Eric. You know that you're half dwarf, right?
What if I'm the Brad Pitt of dwarf kind?
Kelly, his wife, fucked it a lot.
What's up, guys? It's Steve. I had hair when I was younger.
Like, watch this, guys. I'm gonna totally make them do it. Oh!
What's up, guys? It's Steve with Have Gaming. Welcome back to another 2.5 stars. I am joined by
Eric?
Kelly.
and Rick.
And Robert.
This week we watched Star Trek Nemesis. It's directed by Stuart Baird, written by Gene Roddenberry, John Logan, and Rick Berman, starring Patrick Stewart, Jonathan Frakes, and Brent Spiner. IMDb synopsis: Enterprise is diverted to the Romulan homeworld Romulus, supposedly. This is a real shit written thing. Supposedly because they want to negotiate a peace. That's supposedly because whatever. I don't know. Sounds like a fucking an essay written by a fucking high schooler, or honestly, a college student at this point. I mean, I've read some essays from some college students, and holy fuck. Captain Picard and his crew discover a serious threat to the Federation once Praetor Shinzen plans to attack Earth. So, what do you guys think?
That's a straight up mouthful right there. I'm just saying. I didn't think it was that bad. So no? I am no. Okay, so you guys know I'm not really a fan of Star Trek, Star Wars. I like them here and there if there's just a little bit of story. Like Eric filled me in on some of the background because it's been a while since I've seen Star Trek, and I've only seen the Chris Pine one. So I knew of like Picard and Jonathan Frakes' character and some other guys from the TV show, just from him watching it and growing up with the character, growing up and seeing them on TV or whatever. LeVar Burton too. So anyways, I followed along as best as I could with my attention span on these movies while doing a puzzle, and I don't think I was totally like, now what went on? So that's something, I guess. Like I will probably ask questions as you guys talk about it here and there, because I might bring up some things that I was like, yeah, why did this happen or whatever. But not too bad. Like I was sad that Data died, but he still kind of lived on.
Yeah, like that was the thing that kind of threw me through a loop, was the whole Data thing.
Ricky, you were like, wait, he's in the other stuff. What the hell?
Pretty much. I'm like, so the Data I know isn't actually Data. It's a fucking clone. Of course it is.
It's not a clone. It's just another...
Data's a fucking robot. They cranked out a bunch of them from the factory.
From the Sun factory, yeah.
Yeah. The fucking, from Samsung or whatever.
That's right. It's what Samsung became in the future. It just turns into Noonien Singh's fucking whole thing. But their whole family going along, making fucking genetically modified people and shit. And Enterprise, that the one that takes place before the Kirk one, but is a newer version of Star Trek shows, with what's his name in there. I can't remember his name right now.
Anson Mount?
No, not that one.
Oh, you're talking about that one.
Yeah, that one. There is a Sung there, and he's making... I think he's the reason the Klingons look the way they look in Kirk's version. I think he's the reason that he's the one who introduced the the virus, because they wanted to be genetically modified, if I remember right, and they did it, but they included some shit from humans, and with the genetically modified thing, it was stronger than the Klingon DNA, so it made them have the weird faces that they have or the non-weird faces they have in the Kirk version. This is their explanation on they didn't have the makeup budget or figure out what Klingons were supposed to be back.
They couldn't have just said Kirk plowed a whole bunch of Klingons before they murdered his kid, and they've got some half-human Klingons in there. Wow, I fixed it. So easy.
Yeah.
That was...
Could you imagine?
No, let's come up with a genetic virus.
The Klingon without the ridges.
Oh shit, I know what happened. Somebody unfroze Anthony Fauci and he got after it in the future.
They'd be calling him flat face and shit.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what Klingons were in the original series. They all had flat faces. They didn't have the ridges
you
and
just
shit.
said they had
they were
flat
supposed to be
faces.
modeled after Asians, I think, is
Yeah.
what I remember.
And then you watch like Discovery, and you have these really weird looking fucking Klingons that have like extra ridges in their fucking faces.
Yeah, they're like nothing but ridge.
Yeah, like they're just complete ridges. It's like where and this is supposed to take place in the past also.
Yeah.
Like where the fuck did these guys come from?
Yeah, no, yeah, they're just
They don't know what the fuck they want Klingons to look like. It's really what it is. So
They should just stick with Worf or not do the ridges, so it's easier for makeup.
just say it a
and just
different race.
go-
It's a different race then
Yeah.
at that point. Like why
Yeah.
anymore? So like Discovery should have just been like, oh look, there's another fucking group of people that's coming after us now. No, they had to do like, oh no, it's the Klingons again.
always the Klingons.
Yeah. Except
hate
from
the
this
Klingons.
time, it's the Romulans. So
yeah,
you know,
it's true.
Romulans are the biggest pieces of shit.
yeah, they suck.
Yeah,
I can't imagine, like,
They-
next
they-
to
like the
Klingons,
Borg?
the
Borg are just like, I'm going to get you, and that's it. The Klingons, fuck you, I'm going to get you, and then they get you. That's what they try and do.
But the Klingons are pretty straightforward about what they want. They want to fight. They want honor. They want to, even though they fight with ships that have cloaking devices, which don't make sense in that honorable combat thing, but whatever. Their ships also suck. Like they get blasted out of the air, out of space so fucking easy because they don't have the armament that other ships do. It's like they were meant to just. They should have better teleporting technology. You'd think they would be like, we need to teleport onto their ship so we can fight them hand to hand because that would be an honorable fight, right?
Well, see, the nerds that write these things have never been in a fist fight before, so they don't know what any of this means. And then, as time has gone on from the 60s all the way until now, the nerds have just gotten worse and worse about being in a fist fight, knowing what honor is. Now, I'm sure it's probably racist to even ask what honor is on Grok or something. They're like, whoa, you're obviously a racist, so we can't answer that question. And they're like, we're just going to guess. Definitely you're going to sneak. Because, I mean, what's a nerd going to do to beat up a tough guy? They're going to sneak up from behind and hit him in the back of the head.
Yeah.
Or they're going to do like they did on that one nerd movie where they dress up in a costume and plow his girlfriend when she thinks it's the other guy.
Hey, George McFly knocked out Biff Tannen once, all right?
Once.
That's true. With a sneak attack as well.
It was
That was very honorable.
He just fucking punched him in the face.
No, it was a sneak
Right
attack.
on the
Biff
chops.
didn't see it
Right
coming.
on.
Anybody as stupid as Biff,
Biff
everything's a
needed the
sneak attack.
fucking sports almanac to see anything coming.
That's
I
true.
have a
yeah.
feeling George probably shattered his fucking hand doing that too.
Oh god,
He hit him and it's just
Fucking-
like just mush afterwards. But hey, he knocked Biff out, so he did what he needed to do.
Biff's so stupid. He couldn't even see himself coming when he was jacking off. All right.
Damn it.
You would also think that like in the Biff family line there would just be like a just like this like whole go-to thing. They're like, hey, if you're on some fuckery, that's fine. But if you're on some fuckery and there's manure nearby, get the fuck out of there. You smell manure, you leave.
not
I
that
don't care
smart,
what you're
Ricky.
doing. All right, this has been a family trend since the goddamn Westerns times. Okay, you smell manure, you fucking stop what you're doing, you leave. Get the fuck out of there. It's not
How
going to end
about
well
just
for
stay
you.
away from the McFlys? They always get fucked over.
Yeah, pretty much. You would
Yeah.
think. Stay away from the McFlies. Stay away from manure. You'll be just fucking fine.
I've got a theory that Biff is actually a McFly kid. That he'd be like his George's cousin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. She got lonely one day, and there's old man McFly from the movie, and he's looking at his, it's like, fuck, I almost hit another one of the kids with a car. So he hit Biff and drove him home. Or maybe his dad hit Biff's mom or something. I don't know. I just think it would be a funny thing to add in Back to the Future 4. And then
God.
watch Marty be like, just totally spaz out from like, what the fuck? This have to be animated one,
Yeah.
probably. Because, Michael J.
Michael
Fox.
J. Fox, yeah.
Is he passed? Is he dead?
No, he's just not really
No.
able to act anymore.
Not able to really do the stuff anymore.
He's got Parkinson's, and they can't fix
Yeah.
it for some reason.
Yeah, no, he's definitely.
They're
not
too
like-
focused on making food that isn't good for us, and then not doing anything about any real diseases. It's like, we could sell a lifetime of medication to Michael J. Fox. Or, I mean, I guess we could fix it, but then how are we going to sell all this medication?
That's right. So, I mean, the Romulans should be able to fix it. They got crazy medical technology. They can just clone people out of nowhere. You know, they're cloning Picard. They cloned Tasha Yar. You know, all this other shit. They didn't really clone Tasha Yar, I guess.
Why would
was
you
more
clone
of a-
Picard?
I don't know.
Captain Kirk exists. Why would you do Spock?
That's a good point. That's
think about
fucking
it, there-
genius.
There's so many people that are close to Picard. There's no way Shinzen can like pass off as Picard to these people. He would have to completely like separate himself from all of those people to be able to do it.
They
'Cause he
would need
doesn't-
to put him in a simulation where he lives Picard's exact life,
Yeah.
which they would somehow have to know.
Yeah. And then Hugh is taking a fucking super big interest in Picard anyways. Hugh's going to be like, you're not fucking Picard. What are you doing, bro?
Oh, God. Q
So-
is going to fuck him up so
Yeah.
bad.
Yo, that's my
It's like-
boy. You ain't doing shit. Get out of
Smell
here.
like dirty Romulans, bro.
Yeah.
No, not happening, dog.
So.
What's the deal
um,
with Q? Is he like some sort of space demon? I remember
Yeah.
him from the TV
Yeah,
show.
That's actually pretty close, yeah.
Pretty much,
That's pretty good, yeah.
What Q is, yeah.
Yeah.
No fucking
They're
space
like this weird, like beyond time and reality being that can manipulate everything. For some reason, they're afraid of Guinan's people. Not really sure why, because they seem to be able to just do whatever the fuck they want.
I think Guyanese people can see past our bullshit.
Yeah, but
That's
like they
why.
can still just snap them out of reality. So I don't really know the reasoning on that. Because Guinan's people were
I don't
fucked up by the
think
board.
Guyan's people out of reality.
I mean, maybe
I think
you
they
can.
have like technology or something where they can't do it.
They weren't good enough to stop the board because like most of
They might be like the Salamari, dude, where like they got force powers and then there's those fucking little lizards and not anymore, bitch. I don't know.
I'll be right back.
And then so I like this movie. Okay.
It
I remember
definitely wasn't my
watching it, was
favorite
like-
Star Trek.
No. My favorite one is the new one with Khan.
So
With
I like the one
Benedict
with
Cumberbatch in it.
with that giant fucking like badass mining ship with those crazy ass fucking torpedoes and shit there.
No, that's my second favorite one.
Yeah, see that was
That was the first reboot. The one after that, where they introduced the new, you know who Khan is and the
Yeah.
Star Trek thing. Yeah, where they reintroduce him, and then he's a badass. He's shooting like a ship gun with his bare hands. So they have a fucking movie where the human guy, who happens to be genetically engineered, is the best fucking guy. He heals up from everything. He can beat the fuck out of Spock in hand-to-hand combat.
I mean,
The guy survives a ship crash from orbit and then gets in a fist fight with fucking Spock.
he's pretty much
he
just
almost
Master
wins.
Chiefing it.
Yeah, he almost wins. And I'm like, and the only reason he doesn't is because of the plot. Like, Spock couldn't actually do anything to that guy. I mean, he sat there and just took fucking Kirk punching him in the face over and over again.
Spock really isn't like. I mean, like I don't know. Like I guess in some instances there they try to like portray him as being like this super strong, powerful fucking guy, but I'm like, he's the best of my knowledge an average Vulcan. Like the most I guess he could do is like pinch your shoulder and say he's mind melding you or some shit. And...
No, they're supposed to be like them and the
Like-
Romulans are supposed to be like roughly 3 times stronger than the average human.
yeah,
But like, there's a whole bunch of instances of Kirk getting in fights with him and winning, and fucking Commander Riker beats the shit out of a whole bunch of them.
Riker kicks the
So-
shit out of a lot of stuff that's supposed to be super
Yeah, he's
strong.
just
I mean, he's
like-
beating the fuck out of like Klingons that are supposed to be strong, but I don't really think Klingons are that much stronger than humans. Because there's a lot of
No, they're
humans that
supposed
beat
to
the
just
fuck
be
out
way tougher.
Yeah, they just got more
'Cause they got
durability.
extra organs and shit. You don't want to
Yeah.
get in a knife fight with a Klingon.
No.
You're not winning
going to
that
be
shit.
able to fucking kill off all the redundant fucking organs they have up in there.
And if you do
Klingons-
kill them, they're gonna kill you as well. So
like Klingons would actually be like a quarter.
Wait, do they have a
of their size if
redundant
they didn't have
brain?
all the redundant organs.
I think that's
How
what
many
the
liters-
skull ridges are for. They probably have a super thick skull.
How many liters of blood do they have in them?
I don't know. Couldn't tell you.
They have organs to close off pumping blood.
Yeah.
So they don't
Like,
bleed out.
They're pretty cool. Yeah. They don't bleed out. They just stop. They're like us, Robert. I don't know if you got the same gene I got, but like I quit bleeding almost immediately from substantial things. So, because my knee injury as a kid should have done me in. So I don't know, but the con guy from the new one, I wish they would have picked. I mean, Benedict I can't remember his name, was okay.
Cucumber patch.
Benadryl
would've
cucumber.
Exactly.
I wish they would have just
Cucumber.
like had him have a fucking change of heart, or I don't know, just pointed him at enemies and been like, because like I don't like the whole plot of the second movie was stupid because instead of Peter Weller just going like, "Hey, you like killing shit, don't you?" and the guy's like, "Yeah, it's awesome," and he's like, "Hey, we're gonna build you a big ass ship, and we're gonna point you at the Klingons and then everybody else that we don't get along with." And you just do whatever you want. You're a pirate, and we're gonna pretend to come after you. We're not gonna do anything.
Bullshit.
Don't kill everybody.
Like a privateer. Just make him a space
Yeah.
privateer.
That's exactly right. You guys can cloak. I don't give a shit. Just don't blow up Starfleet vessels, okay? And put out a transponder so I know where you're at, and I'll keep all the fucking ships away. And let all the admirals after me know, stay the fuck away from this guy. And then we'd have Dread Pirate Roberts again, and all of the Vulcans and all the stupid Romulans and Klingons and the Cardassians would be like, "Oh no, here comes that fucking guy."
Goddamn Kardashians.
Fucking
Big ass asses.
stupid Cardassians.
So
We're behind
Great.
everything.
Klingons have 2 livers, an 8-chambered heart, 23 ribs, 2 stomachs, 3 lungs, and a double-line neural pathway. So I'm assuming extra protection. Though it didn't protect
They're like
more
Space
from getting,
Marines.
Yeah, it didn't
Except
protect,
Space Marines would fucking ram their shit up their butt.
Yeah. Well, they're a
Space
hell of a
Marines
lot
are so
bigger.
much better than
They're
that.
way bigger
Yeah.
than Klingon also. So even without
Yeah.
their fucking armor. So yeah. The fucking
they have
the
2 livers to
Warhammer.
stab.
They have 2 livers to stab. They have 2 stomachs to stab. 3 lungs to puncture.
They're like, nice, just more things for me to stab. Everyone else
They
is
have
afraid
like
because they
half,
have all these organs.
or I think they have almost
no.
no pain receptors too, or they're dull or something.
Or they just
I
don't
know their
give a
pain
fuck.
tolerance is way higher.
They're just
Maybe they just get beat the shit out of as a kid. And they just learn how to deal with it. I don't know.
Well, I mean,
that's
they're
what
like
it is.
their path to manhood. They go through that fucking trial of pain thing where, like, all of their friends and family use the pain sticks and fucking, fuck them up while they go
get
through
jumped
the thing.
into being an adult man.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Out there getting the shit beat out of them with fucking willow branches.
The fucking space crips up there.
They should be fucking doing that in our society. We'd be a lot better off if there was a whole bunch of people who couldn't vote because they couldn't pass that shit.
That's also how they tell if somebody's dead in their thing. If like it's a high-ranking Klingon, they like the people who want that rank. They use pain sticks on the body to make sure they're not faking it.
So they pretty much do what Dwight does from The Office when someone in their family dies. They pull out the ceremonial shotgun and shoot the motherfucker to make sure they're actually dead.
Oh no! The pain sticks cause a physiological reaction, so they react and they say they're still alive. The Marine Corps has the same kind of thing. If you shoot somebody and they're like, you're not sure if they're dead, what you do is you take the muzzle of your rifle and you jam it into the eye socket, right? And there'll be an involuntary. That's called a dead check. There will be an involuntary pain response from it.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you what, that's probably true. I've had my eye hurt twice, and there's not a
Yeah.
lot of voluntary going, "Oh, I'm okay." No, your body's like, "Oh no, you're destroyed." I did a lot of sniveling both times with my eye hurt.
Yeah.
You can ask Kelly. She was there, one of them. Then my favorite one is I get my eye fucked up and I make her drive us to the eye doctor so they can look at it. And I go, okay, I got to keep both eyes closed so I'm not looking. And what she do? She walks me into a fucking bush with thorns on it. She just walked me right into it. And what she says, she goes, "Oh, I thought you knew where you were going." I'm like, "I got my fucking eyes closed, you goofball."
Honestly,
Well, I just read him wrong. So I think, did I do it from the side, Eric, or behind? Because I think
You didn't. I walked straight until I hit the bushes.
You didn't go where I pushed you.
She didn't move me at all. I just walked, and I'm like, okay, eventually she's gonna turn me, and then I just ram into the bushes, and I was like, okay.
Well, if I could have done it back and made it better. I know exactly where that bush is in my mind. Where the steps are. I should have been more towards the bush myself.
It's okay, because one day you're not going to be able to drive yourself with you'll be in a wheelchair or something else. And I'll get even. I might even make a special trip to some thorny bushes just for you to be like, "Oh no, there's thorny bushes." I'll be like, "Where? Oh no, you're in the thorny bushes." Dang it.
Oh man. So this is the only movie they didn't give Voyager a movie, so they gave Janeway this one. She got to be the one to tell Picard to go to Romulus. That's also their punishment to Janeway, so she couldn't do anything else fucked up. They made her an admiral. They're like, "You're an admiral now, so you can't fucking go and like genocide a whole race of people anymore." I know it's the Borg, but still,
it was justified.
It was very justified.
It doesn't even count. That doesn't even count. I was gonna say, just like a government organization, you fail up. But when you said genocide the Borg, it's like earned promotion right there.
And she didn't even fully genocide them because they're still around. They're just not as strong as they were because they're.
I'm
they're
back
still
to they failed up. Failing.
No, she got like 95% of.
Yeah, they were
almost
more or less
all of them
done. So
yeah,
that's not 100%.
If they would have just given her that other fucking ship that they invented later in the TV show Discovery, she could have ran that thing way better than that moron that runs it now.
Yeah,
Well,
any of them. With their feel good nonsense. No, I'm watching this. They're making jokes at people's expense that would never fly in any of those. None of those writers would write that shit now. They need to fire all of the new ones and then hire back these old guys that are like 70. Like, write a good fucking TV show, and then they will.
Yeah.
And it'll be great. Like the Mr. Troy thing, that shit was funny.
Yeah.
That was like good. They would never say that now. Oh, that was awesome. And he looked at everybody like, "Don't you say a fucking word or I'll slap the shit out of everybody in here."
Fucking Riker stays the captain of the Titan forever. Because he's still the captain of the Titan when in Picard.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, like he's still the captain of the Titan.
Yeah, he's because he like comes back out of retirement and takes over again. But he was the captain of the Titan when he goes in retirement after his kid dies. And then when he comes out, I don't even think it's full retirement. I feel like he's just kind of on leave or some shit. But like he comes back to take the Titan again. So yeah, he's probably the captain of the Titan longer than he was the first officer of the Enterprise at that point. So
honestly, that might not make a bad series too. Fucking, Star Trek Titan. Go follow Riker.
Yeah,
the captain.
Ooh, they could do it in like a fucking Riker remembering his time at the Titan type deal, right?
And then call it Remember the Titans?
Looking back, yep, call it Remember the Titan.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. I mean, he does show up he shows up at the end of the Enterprise series because the whole thing was like him looking back at the first Warp 5 ship and then like the founding of the Federation and shit. So like everything in the Enterprise show is all from a fucking holodeck program. So
No shit.
Yeah. Yeah. At the end of it, he's like, he ends the program and he walks out at like when they're doing the whole ceremony to sign the Federation pact or whatever with the Andorians and the Vulcans and shit. So, and the fucking pig people. What the fuck are they called? Yeah, they look like pig guys. Tellarites.
I don't remember them.
Yeah, you don't see a whole lot of them. They're
The
not. They're definitely
Oinkers.
not. Yeah, definitely not main character.
That's racist.
I was just thinking the same thing as like, Rubber would be labeled such a fucking alien racist.
I thought it was kind of funny having Tom Hardy as Picard.
That's Picard's clone. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, he kind of looks like him a little bit, but his teeth are all fucked up,
Yeah.
you know. And then
they
the
explain
Remans look
away
like
with
bad guys.
Yeah, they are like bad guys.
Yeah.
They use like sonar and shit like to fucking move around in the dark because they don't like light.
Yeah,
So I always thought they were forever. I thought they were a like offshoot again of the Romulans, like people that were like exiled to Remus and became that. But I guess they're just the race that was living on Remus when the Romulans.
I asked
moved
Grok,
to-
and there is some speculation from internet nerds about that
that they're offshoots
why?
of the Romulans.
that they're genetically engineered slaves that the Romulans made.
I mean, they are stronger
Which would
than
fit right
Yeah.
into what they would do.
Yeah, they're supposed to
I
be
mean, that's
stronger
like-
and more durable than Romulans are. And that's kind of crazy when they're,
Yeah.
on par with Vulcans who are, pretty fucking strong.
Such pieces of shit, though.
Yeah.
The
Yep.
Romulans are like, they're the worst.
Yeah.
They suck
see.
so much ass.
They're always the they join the fucking Federation, not the Federation, but they join in the Alpha Quadrant fucking what's it called? Alliance in the Dominion War to fight off the fucking the Dominion and all that shit. And then they're like, I'm watching Deep Space Nine, and they have like they're like, hey, could we put a hospital on this moon that you guys aren't using? Yeah, no problem. They're putting fucking like crazy ass weapons on this fucking moon, just so they have them there. They're like, no, we have to have them there, guys. No, you can't do that. No. And then they wouldn't treat any Vulcans on their thing either. There's a ship of Vulcans, and they're like, nah, you can't come here. So
Sorry, none of our drugs work on you because you're a dirty Vulcan.
Yeah.
They're like, we're the same race.
yeah.
No.
They even like talk about like they're like, I could understand if it was like something that wasn't a Vulcan, but like the fact that they're Vulcans, like their medicine's gonna work pretty well on a Vulcan as well. So it's not like it's a bunch of Klingons coming there and they're like, oh, we don't have the shit to treat you.
The Romulans are like,
we
"No,
just
sorry.
ran out of our last barrel of bloodworms and brandy. We don't have any
Our medicine
heart
doesn't work on nerds.
the fucking weapon thing sounds exactly what like America would do.
Putting weapons somewhere where
Guys.
after they say they put a hospital there.
It's a
Could
weapons
we
hospital.
could we
all
borrow
right?
this one building over here? Can we we're gonna put some hospitals there, some other stuff, and the next thing it blows up. Well, that armory didn't make armory. You said it was a hospital. Oh shit, I guess I filled the wrong form out. Sorry about that.
It's like, dude, you saw me wink when I said hospital, right? Ah, shit, I forgot to wink.
Are we stupid? Why would I need a hospital there? Nobody lives there.
Yeah.
Idiot.
Oh man.
Everybody knows a hospital's just actually an armory. What are you, stupid?
But that's also where Shinzen learned how to fight too, because they sent him into the fucking Dominion War running Remans through that shit. So they were out there fighting for the Alpha Quadrant, and then
does
just got
anyone
thrown
else
away again.
Find it really fucking creative how they came up with the names Romulans and Remans and totally didn't just rip off fucking ancient Rome when
I
they
mean,
were
that's
writing the
the-
name.
That's their whole
Yeah.
thing. Like there's praetors and fucking centurions and all this other shit in the Romulan culture.
Mhm.
So they're
There's a
space
Senate
Romans and
yeah.
they speak Latin too.
Space Latin.
They
No.
speak Romulan,
Just space Latin.
which is space Latin, probably.
Look, Vulcans and Romulans are just space elves.
Yeah.
Okay.
Romulans are just the
Klingons
dark
space
elves.
orcs. Yeah. Klingons are space orcs. Gene Roddenberry was just an out and out thief. He just stole Tolkien's shit and just made it in space.
Yeah.
That's all he did.
Yep.
He didn't even have the good sense to make any dwarves, which was bullshit. Like space dwarves would have been rad.
No, they have space dwarf. What the fuck?
They
are
don't
they
have
called?
space orcs are called Klingons.
No, the dwarves. The fucking
they don't
weird
have 'em.
guys. They're the Ferengi.
No, those are something
goblins.
else.
Those are goblins, dude.
They're goblins.
Yeah, they would be the goblins.
They are goblins. Yes.
The Grabbler.
Yeah. They're you got to watch out for them. They'll get you.
Rules of acquisition, man.
Yeah.
Love that shit. They don't let their women wear clothes, and they are anti-union, and love money, just love money, and Umox. They love Umox. Don't touch a Ferengi's ears. All right, it's weird.
That's weird. Those guys are so weird. God, there's no way. All right, let's say Star Trek somehow was real, right?
Yeah.
There's no way the Ferengis aren't bending over the Federation for so much money.
Oh yeah, totally. And the
Like-
Federation doesn't care though. Like, I don't think you can't replicate like Latinum and shit, but they don't give a shit. They'll give them whatever because it's not. They have
replicate
replicators. They can just do
gold, I
whatever they want.
think.
They don't care about gold. Gold's just there to make the Latinum into a solid chunk. Otherwise, Latinum's liquid. There's a whole episode in Deep Space Nine where the quiet guy, Morn, who apparently talks a whole lot, there's this whole like heist that they pulled on a bunch of gold pressed Latinum, and all that's left inside of the safe that he gets, that Quark gets, is just gold. And he's like, "This all I've got is just useless gold. I can't do anything with this." And the Latinum is what makes it useful. So that's what's valuable. And they just use the gold.
Was it the only thing you can't replicate?
I'm sure there's other things you can't replicate, but it's the only thing that
like too heavy of an element you probably can't replicate it.
I'm not exactly sure what the limits are on it. It's obviously a put upon limit. The replicator should just work on whatever. But
I'm going to tell you one thing. Somebody programmed that. Those motherfuckers would have figured that out day one because that's horseshit.
Sure. Yeah.
Some Starfleet guys like, well, we can't just print this out. Everybody will be rich.
It's the same with like they can't.
Why would we do that? Starfleet Karen. That's what happened. A Starfleet Karen was like, no, you can't be able to make Latinum because they're in there, and the space nerds were like, holy shit. Look how much Latinum I got. I'm fucking loaded now, dude. Oh, I can do whatever I can buy a house on Earth.
It's the same thing with fucking dilithium. Dilithium can't be replicated either. That's why they have dilithium mines everywhere and shit.
And all the mines are operated by the Intergalactic Latinum Dilithium Corps. And they have a fucking Federation-wide monopoly on it. Huh,
that's probably true too.
And they also had a heavy hand in inventing the replicator as well. Crazily.
Yeah. Weird.
That sounds about right.
So I'm wondering, because Romulan ships use a black hole to go into warp speed, or warp. I don't know if they need Latinum, but then they have Latinum mines, not Latinum, dilithium. But then like the Remans are in the dilithium mines over there. So I don't know if they need it for something else, but like they use like a black hole for their warp core.
Yeah, they
the Romulans do?
They traded with the Federation so they can get Fed bucks.
They might, or at least some of their other allies and shit.
Maybe the Federation trades them like black holes for dilithiums.
How the
True.
fuck do you use a black hole?
I don't know. There's a whole episode in Next Generation, a couple episodes where they talk about how they use black, like a singularity to do their warp field shit. So
Shit, I don't remember that at all. Huh.
They help regulate. Oh, okay. They use it to regulate the energy from the thing. So I guess that makes sense because I guess Federation ships use antimatter for the power, and then they use the dilithium to regulate the shit to make the thing. So I guess it's the same kind of thing.
Oh.
But apparently, every ship, the ejection system is fucked up. It never works. They're never able to like half the time their weapons don't work. The teleporters don't work. It's like, who's fucking making these things? And why is every power conduit behind a console that somebody has to sit behind? They need some better. They need some better surge protectors on these things or something like that. I don't know.
I gotta say, if it was me running one of these fucking Starfleet vessels or any vessel at all, I'm gonna be like, guys, we're gonna go pay some Ferengis or somebody, whoever makes good stuff, to fucking put a bunch more guns on this and a fucking cloaking device. And then when we get somebody who complains about it, we're gonna get ourselves in a do or die situation, and then be like, we got to turn on the cloaking device so we don't die.
So what you would do is you would talk to the Ferengi to get a Romulan cloaking device, because I think the Romulan cloaking device is the best one. Like in the thing, like the Klingons aren't as good. They're easy. I mean, they're never they're not as good, most likely because they're not as well taken care of. Like a Klingon engineer is like, I'm gonna hit it with a hammer, and maybe it'll work, maybe it won't. We'll see.
Maybe I'll spit on it.
Yeah.
I don't know. The Klingons got to have some decent enough engineers to get their asses into space.
I mean, they have to.
I think what it is Star Trek is just anti-Klingon propaganda. And now you're an anti-Klingite.
I dislike the Klingons. Their episodes are just fucking. The Deep Space Nine ones are fine, but like Next Generation were just kind of shit. The Discovery, like season 1, was I think all Klingon, and that sucked. And it's just in general, the Klingons are just not a fun one to watch. I don't know. Deep Space Nine,
they're good. They're Star Trek 5 or 6.
But they're different in movies. I feel like when you get them into the movies, they're fine. It's just the television show versions. It's just kind of boring to me.
That's because they got dweebs, right? Nerds can't write Klingons. You have to have the high school jock needs to write what the fucking Klingon's going to do. Otherwise, it doesn't seem right.
Yeah.
And the reality is the Klingons would 100% have some Klingon nerds that they'd shit on all the time, but would be inventing the rad shit. And they would just steal stuff. They'd be like the Predators. They should be fucking Star Trek Predators. They're the same fucking thing. They should have cool arms, like a fucking shoulder cannon and single stealth stuff. They should do awesome stuff like fucking teleport onto a Star Trek ship and then just start fucking killing people. But no, nerds write them. So they're like, what's a dumb guy like to do? I don't know. I mean, they only got like 12 guys on a ship. Starfleet guys, they need like 7,000 people to do anything on a ship, and it takes 5 weeks. Meanwhile, Klingons got 12 guys and a lot of elbow grease, and their fucking ships blow stuff up. That one Kobayashi Maru, they fucking win.
They do have
every time. They win that every time, except for the one that Kirk was in.
Yeah, their disruptors are definitely a pretty good weapon. They do destroy some shit. So, and they cause some pretty shitty damage. It's like they're not as good as the Romulans ones, but I think Romulan just has more power behind it. But their hand weapons, like their fucking hand disruptors, are crazy. Like they're disintegrating people and shit. So I don't. They don't usually. Yeah, they don't put stun on their fucking disruptors. So.
What's stun for?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
What do you want that for? Is that so we can stab him with a pain stick? That's lame. I'll just kill him.
Oh, okay.
So
So
I
yeah.
think they use stun for bedroom activities.
Yes, they do.
damn it. The fucking I think the Klingons might have stole the shit from a race that invaded them, like in the far past.
That makes sense.
They might have stole the warp drive
That
shit.
makes sense.
They definitely would have done it again. So they would have all they need to do is capture one Romulan vessel. That's it.
Yeah.
Then it's fucking lights out.
Well, they have good enough nerds to like continue making it, you know.
Yeah.
Unless they got like the race that invaded them are all just slaves.
No,
doing
they
it.
do. They do have scientists and stuff like that, and they are shit on. Like, there's a whole thing in, I think in Enterprise, there's a doctor that's trying to cure that virus I was talking about, and he's just shit on by the other Klingons and stuff all the time. So, even though he's like trying to help them, but yeah, they're not. They don't like their nerds. So
That's lame.
although their engineers are like the fucking guy in what's that movie? The fucking Bruce Willis one with the fucking the meteor coming to Earth. What the fuck? Where they're drilling
Armageddon.
Armageddon.
Oh,
Yeah.
Fifth Element.
What's his name? The fucking engineer
Steve
guy on
Buscemi?
the no the one on the fucking on the Russian space station. What's his name? He just hits everything with a fucking wrench.
Oh yeah, Peter Stormare.
Yeah, Peter Stormare. Their engineers are like that.
I don't remember his name.
They're like
Yeah.
they're making it work. You know, they're like, oh, we'll just fucking we're just gonna tie this shit together. It'll work for right now. It'll be fine. So it's
Look
why
at
they
how
like
lame
it.
those stupid asses in everything else are. Like the Vulcans, what a bunch of asswipes.
Yeah, yeah.
They like, what are they even doing with themselves? They let some Romulan guy blow them up.
Yeah.
Klingons wouldn't let that happen. You notice he didn't come for that planet.
They also suck because they're very much like in Enterprise. They don't give any technology to the Terrans. They're like, no, you're not getting shit from us. Like they make us develop our own warp. You know, we have our warp drive now, and they're like, no, we're not going to help you make a better warp drive. We're not going to help you do anything. We're not going to help you make shields, but we're going to team up with you. We want you out there with us. And it's like, come on, guys.
100% America would be like, what we're going to do is engineer a thing where our warp thing blows up and blows up one of their space stations. And then we're going to be like, hey, you guys are letting us incompetent idiots not use the best technology for some reason. And it killed a whole bunch of you guys. That was a piss poor idea. And they'd be like, son of a bitch, they got us on that one.
Yeah.
You better give them the shit.
They'd catch a bunch of Vulcans on Epstein Island with fucking video footage. They'd be like, "We're gonna get
They're all
shit."
going to fucking Epstein's for Ponfar.
Oh God.
Oh man, going to Ryza for Ponfar. Yeah. It's just a weird
That's nice. Yeah. The Ponfar. That's the weirdest. Every 7 years they get horny.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like, all right.
Yeah, you wonder why there's like after the fucking Vulcan planet gets blown up, they don't there's not a whole lot of them out in space.
Yeah, you know
'cause
what they do?
They're making babies only
They
every 7
fucking
years.
reverse engineer the chemical, like the hormone that makes them go into fucking horny mode. And then they dose the fucking guys they were scamming with it and throw them on Epstein Island and be like, oh, look at what these guys were doing. It's not even Ponfar. What a bunch of perverts. Or you just got to give us the shit we want.
Yeah. I don't know. Fucking Vulcans are weird anyways. Kind of assholes.
I mean, I think we should have kept on the genetic engineering plan. That was the way to do it. Look how badass Khan is.
Yeah.
He fucking killed so many Klingons in that scene. And then here's over there, they had to write it in where Spock could possibly win. And if it, no, he couldn't.
Yeah.
Not even close. All he would have done was got a hold of Spock and broke his arm. And then Spock would have shit himself. And then he would have stabbed himself in the face with Khan holding his arm going, quit stabbing yourself in the face. And that would have been the end of that chapter. What are you stabbing yourself for, buddy? Because that's the thing. A guy like Khan would probably have things to say like that. He's not going to be Mr. Serious guys aren't ever violent people. It's dickheads. He would have things to say.
Yeah.
So like maybe edit something. I don't know. There's got to be some way you can tone down the aggression. Give him a holodeck where he can kill as many people as he wants with his bare hands. He's going to wear himself out and be like, I don't need to do that right now.
Apparently, you still have 5% of the Borg left to go wipe out.
Yeah, there you
There's
go.
room to do.
You get him that super badass, awesome ship with the transwarp teleporting and all the other crap it had, and be like, listen, you guys are a 12-man killing machine. Once you guys get into that space over there, you do whatever the fuck you want.
And then you inject them all with that shit that kills Borg. So if they ever do get, assimilated somehow,
exactly,
their code just goes in and just eliminates the rest of the Borg.
Yeah.
exactly.
That way you don't have a genetically modified Borg. That would be,
That's
that
a fucking good idea.
You got to have a fail-safe here.
That guy's fucking brain's so strong, he'd be running the Borg.
It's very possible. He might overpower, especially at that point where it's not fucking.
It would just out-heal all the fucking optics. It would just spit it out. There's nothing they could do. They get shot and they're basically fucking space Wolverine.
He's just got fucking.
He survived a starship crashing from orbit.
Yeah. He's got nanobots
in the buildings
in his fucking,
and shit.
Got nanobots in his body that now just fucking work for him. He's just like, nah, you're gonna fucking help me heal faster. Make my muscles stronger.
How scary is that? Like, that'd be like one of the 9/11 guys just getting out of the airplane after it crashed into the fucking Twin Towers.
Just brushing off like, nah, that's all right.
It's like, fuck, I'm fine. Let's get in a fist fight with a Vulcan now.
Yeah.
His bones are made of the same shit as fucking Saudi passports.
Yeah. Yeah, I forgot about the Saudi passports. I found a completely intact one on the ground by the thing. That's weird.
Conveniently, I also know it was of the same guy who did the hijacking.
Yep.
And it's not just a passport I found on the ground.
So the galaxy is gigantic. Those guys could just fuck everything up. I'd be like, hey, do you want to just get rid of all the Romulans? You do whatever you want. When you get rid of the Romulans, that's going to take you a long time. Work on the Klingons and the Borg. And he'd be like, all right, I do whatever I want. That's right. Just not everything, but fuck with Federation people.
Yeah.
Everything but that. You do whatever you want.
Just send him ass to the caretaker. He can go out to the fucking the Gamma or the Delta Quadrant, and just he'll be out there for a long time, and just take out the Kazon because they suck. They're like the worst fucking bad guys for way too long in Voyager. They were just fucking Timu Klingons. They were just the worst.
Oh yeah.
Timu would survive in that era, wouldn't it?
They're just gonna work their way back and just take care of the rest of the fucking those hunting aliens. I can't remember what their names are. I start with an H. But those guys like fucked up the Voyager for a while. Just go through and just
they could just fucking annihilate the shit. Hell, when they're over there in the Gamma Quadrant, when Janeway shows up, she's like, "Is there anybody out here? I'm stuck." And he's like, "Hey, we'll get you back, but we're not with the Starfleet anymore. We do shit by our own rules. If I hear any crybabying out of you, we're gonna have a fucking problem." And then she's gonna see him win like this fucking no way anybody'd ever win starship gunfight, and she'll be like, "I'm not saying shit. This guy's fucking just blowing everybody up. Fuck this. We're gonna get back." He's like, "Yeah, wait, you don't know about the Discovery starship?" And he just puts one of those things in there.
Get the
here you go.
drive,
Look, you're back over there. Doesn't that work great? Yeah. You should tell them to knock their secrets off.
Section 31 would just have a bunch of those genetically modified guys. Like, even if they're in cryo or something like that, Section 31 has those guys. Just in case. You never know. Just in case. Yeah.
Why don't they just have those guys to be the red shirts so they stop getting fucking killed?
They just need to make them dumber. That's the thing. Is Khan's smarter than everybody else's anyways.
Yeah. I
don't know. I'd be fucking tampering with that. I'd be like, we're gonna fucking make myself way stronger and way smarter.
So there's a whole like storyline in Deep Space Nine because Julian Bashir, the Doctor, is a genetically modified human that his parents like did it on the down low and all that shit, and his dad gets in trouble for that shit. Goes to jail for it. But Bashir's still
Is
there.
he Chinese?
No, he's Indian. So, yeah.
They're probably just trying to keep it low key because they didn't want to point fingers because China is definitely doing that now.
Well, it's just illegal to genetically modify somebody. So, like Bashir was worried he was going to lose his commission and all that stuff. They're like, nah, it's not your fault, but your dad has to be punished for this. So he takes the punishment, goes to Federation jail, which is just like he's just hanging out at a fucking resort. He's not doing shit. Come on,
it's like a sweet Norwegian jail, dude. You just do woodworking class all day, and then you got your own room and a TV.
That's not how it works in Federation jail. What they actually do is send you to Picard's vineyard, and you get to be a day laborer.
You go deal with fucking grapes and shit.
Pick grapes for Picard.
God damn it, take my grapes.
But then they bring these other genetically modified people onto the ship or onto Deep Space Nine so that you can try to work with them. And they're like super autistic people, basically. Just, like they have their fucking like obsession. So they're like hyper, they're also hyper intelligent and all this other shit, but they just can't function in society. They're not socially like, they just can't do it. And
I'm familiar with this.
Yeah. And they're trying to, he's trying to help them and all that stuff, but he just can't. But so he basically gives them a role, like Bashir gives these guys a role to like help them with the Dominion. And they're like calculating out all this different shit, and they're able to figure out some stuff. And then they end up going, well, we're going to lose against the Dominion. So now we get to give all the secrets to the Dominion so that we lose faster so they don't kill more people. And they're like, no, you can't do that. So they had to like, hide these genetically modified people away and shit. And they come
that was
back
a fucking good idea.
So what, to make them lose against the Dominion earlier so they don't kill a bunch of people?
If you're gonna lose and you know that your guys, because like this Federation guys aren't fucking Vikings, they're not gonna go into the last man.
In Deep Space Nine, though, they don't have the ability to calculate that the fucking wormhole aliens are gonna help out, and that's what happens. The wormhole aliens help out.
Why didn't they just nuclear bomb them?
I don't think nukes work like that in the space thing. They go through radiation all the time. It would have to be some other type of bomb.
No, okay. They have a home planet somewhere.
What are you talking about? Dominion? The Dominion have the changelings who have their own planet, which definitely they could take those guys out. But then they also have cloned everything else. They have the fucking, I can't remember their names right now.
Are you kidding me? That's the easiest one ever. All you got to get is one guy, and then you make that's when they unfreeze Fauci and be like, hey, make a COVID that actually kills people for those guys. And then those guys are fucked because they're all the same genes. You know how fucked it would be if we were all identical copies and we caught something like that was deadly? Everybody's dead.
So like the Jem'Hadar,
they could just make it so only the big-titted ones didn't die or something. I don't know what they look like.
They're all male. The Jem'Hadar are all male cloned aliens. Like they're different. Like, so there are different strains of the clones. So you're not getting the same guy. Obviously, they can't just put the same actor in each role. And then you have the other ones that are like the
I am
guys.
Science. I had to do it. They all died.
But then they use a drug to control the control the Jem'Hadar, basically. So if they don't have it, they die. And then so they're trying to build this shit in the Alpha Quadrant, and they eventually do. And then the Federation blows up their factories, which fucks up their thing for a little while. And then the wormhole aliens help out and stop the Dominion from sending troops through the wormhole and shit. So
why would they blow up their fucking drug they need to live factories?
So that
just contaminate the drugs. You don't contaminate all of it. Do it enough so some of them get fucked up really bad from it, but sometimes it's fine.
This is the Federation, though. They wouldn't even fucking poison the they wouldn't even poison the Borg. Is how bad it is. So
nobody's talking about doing any of that, Steve.
This is why fucking Janeway got in trouble when she got back, because of the shit she did to the Borg.
Why did they just have the Cardassians do it?
Because the Cardassians
they don't have any qualms.
They were on the Dominion side.
What?
The Cardassians were on the Dominion side. They joined forces with Dominion because they wanted Bajor
Was
back.
that
But
before or after that?
the
Goblins are
Romulan-
willing to
I was
poison
gonna say
wells.
the Romulans would definitely do it. So
Oh yeah,
they could definitely have had
the
the Romulans
Romulans
go out and do
wouldn't
it.
give
Like
a
a-
fuck. They'd be
No.
like, "We're just gonna
Secret-
poison."
The Federation
What?
definitely has a secret scummy organization. to
Yeah,
do
it's
scummy
Section
shit.
31.
How is the Romulans not making the
There you
See, that's
go.
the problem.
Section
These Star
31.
Trek writers are morons. This is as bad as the Walking Dead writers. The guy's walking by a fully functional front end loader and a fucking 5,000-gallon tank.
You and your fucking front end loaders. God damn it, Eric.
It's a front end
Eric
loader.
is going to
Ricky.
get in a front end loader and take on the Dominion himself, is what he said.
I can fucking hear
Eric's
the
solution to
road.
every problem is, there's fucking aliens. Well, I'd get in a front end loader and I'd make sure I work with them. Oh, there's no food.
Could you
I'd get in a front end loader and make sure I work with that.
When you see a full grown dude in a front end
Oh,
loader,
you know,
in
I
a
fucking fell down and
spacesuit
broke my
with a
leg. Front end
rocket on
loader.
think about this. You're in a fucking shitty ass Dominion ship and you're flying, and the guy's like, "We got something on our radar," and it's me in a fucking front end loader with rockets on it.
Through fucking
And I just
space.
crash into that shit. You seen how good they do getting crashed into? We just seen it on the TV show or on the movie. Those fucking things went open like a tin can. I could fucking get in there and just start. Once I got in that motherfucker, I could go through every goddamn thing and just get the thing about this high off the ground, enough where they fall over, and then I just smear them into the fucking plate. And what are they going to do? Oh, I'm going to blast you. I've got a glass windshield.
Wow, that's a lot.
All right. What rating do you guys give this movie?
I gotta say, that sounds like a fucking awesome episode. Some fucking crazy guy in a construction
Crazy
equipment just
fucking
ripping
hillbilly.
through a fucking thing. I could hide in the engine compartment. They could put it in there for me, and then I just get in there, and just start fucking hammering the shit out of them. They're over there like, "What the fuck's happening?"
You definitely
They'd all be
join up with
passing
the.
out from the carbon monoxide.
You'd definitely be joining up with the Maquis because they've got these ships that are just like fucking old rickety things that like they're hitting the fucking engine with a hammer. Like, all right, let's just go. I don't know. Just hold your breath if it starts smoking. I guess you'll be fine. Just get out there.
I would spend so much time getting a cloaking device.
Yeah.
And then I would use a ton of mines with cloaking devices on them. Oh, I'm Captain Picard flying around doing fuck. I hit another mine. I'm doing more evasive. Fuck, I hit another mine. God damn, how many mines are out there? And then they start doing their laser thing, and it's like just mines. They're like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Oh no. Then you put a magnet on there or a tractor beam, and it just like clunk. Gotcha, bitch. You're dead. See, Klingons would think of this. I gave this movie 2.5 stars.
My gosh. I give this movie 2 stars.
3.
I'll give it a 1.5. Definitely my favorite Star Trek movie.
I'm gonna give it 3.5 stars. Robert, what are you giving it?
I'm gonna give it 14 naked Klingons in front end loaders. Damn it,
Front-end
not just
loaders.
naked. They're naked redneck Klingons in front end loaders fighting off the invasion.
Fucking God. Fucking Eric's fucking just thing is like, front end loaders, the solution to everything.
No, my front end loader idea was the solution to Walking Dead. The solution to everything in the Star Trek thing is to just, you have to fucking trick them.
Dude, the zombies in The Walking Dead just wander around it, and a stick works. A stick is fine. You just need a
Why
good
risk
supply
it?
of
One guy in a
hardcore-
front end loader could clean up an entire city.
Not if you can't get diesel.
There's a 5,000-gallon tank there. You would run out of diesel way after that.
Yeah, maybe.
Plus, diesel holds for like 10 years-ish. It says 5, but I'm pretty sure it'll last 10.
Depends how it's stored.
So, yeah. So then you just pump it out, and then nobody's going to have diesel shit. Because they're all dumb. They're all getting eaten by zombies because they're too stupid to get in the front end loader and just mow them down.
Next week's Ricky is movie is Ricky's choice. What do you choose?
I'm thinking we're gonna do Tremors 4, I think is what it was.
Yeah, that's the one we haven't done yet.
The Legend Begins.
Tremors 4.
Haven't watched all of them.
Oh, nice. Is that the one with Burt
past.
Gummer's dad?
Yeah.
Or grandpa.
The prequel to Tremors. This movie tells us about how the town of Perfection, Nevada became founded and how they defended against the Graboids with the help of Burt Gummer's ancestor.
Wait, and then he didn't say anything?
I know. We'll talk about it next week, though.
Come on, man.
This is going to be it. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll talk to you next week, 7:00 p.m. Pacific time, over on youtube.com/Heroic Adventure Productions. And we'll be talking about the movie Tremors 4, The Legend Begins. Thanks for watching, though. We'll talk to you next week.
See ya.
Bye.
Have a good night.
Bye.
Bye.